Good afternoon, black people and all people. Thanks for stopping by. If you could, please subscribe. I was going through my videos like I usually do, and I got this habit of having sometimes heated debates with the different trolls. I don't know, for some reason I like having a dialogue with the trolls because they so one-sided in their views, and it's almost like talking to a brick wall. But anyway, I enjoy it. But in particular, this one gentleman, he put down a comment, and he was saying he went through my page and he saw my two videos, and he commented on them, and he was like, well, hey man, you consider yourself an elder, why don't you do some videos about the young men with their pants hanging off their butt, and the single baby mama drama, and all this stuff that's going on with our community. And I found it interesting. You know, he made a point, but also I want to remind him that this is just my third video, and I haven't really got in depth with, you know, putting up videos. Like I say, this is a new world for me, so you know, some of you guys got to bear with me. But I plan on being, you know, pretty much hard, you know, on the young black men out here, and I'm planning on being hard on the young sisters out here also, and ones my age and older. You know, it don't matter. That's how I roll. But the title of this video is the generation difference. In particular, the 45 to 55 generation. And this be part one. I'm going to try to do 3 of these. Okay, I'm in the generation of 45 to 55. And it's obviously, I was born in the 60s. You know, so by the time the early 70s came, you know, I was a boy. You know, 9, 10 years old, 7, you know, whatever. But my generation is probably the last, or maybe it's one more generation under me that was raised with both parents, and grandparents was also in the same house, because back then your grandma moved in, which is my father. You know, he took care of them. You know, so I had not only my mother and father getting my ass about something, I also had grandma and grandpa getting in my ass whenever I messed up. And our generation also, you have to understand, you know, my father and mother, you know, they was young. They was 20 and 21 when I was born. And you had the 3 civil rights workers that was killed. You had the 4 little girls that was bombed in Birmingham. They remember Emmett Till. They also remember the Montgomery bus boycott, President Kennedy getting assassinated, Malcolm X getting assassinated, Martin Luther King getting assassinated. And in those times, they made sure that they taught me and my siblings about our black history, which Marcus Garvey, Charles Drew, Langston Hughes, Frederick Douglass, Thurgood Marshall, Eldridge Cleary, even the Black Panther Party. They taught us all of that history, all that good history that in school they didn't teach us. So not only do I have, you know, that civil rights experience that was instilled in us as a kid, you know, that's something that I carry on to this day. When sometimes white folks have this tendency to think that you racist because you don't trust nothing that they say or nothing that they do, because their history speaks for itself, and they think that we don't have parents that taught us the bullshit that they had to go through. So that's what my generation, like I said, my parents taught me well, taught me and my brothers and them well, you know, about our history. And also, my generation was also, it was a lot of black pride back then. You know, community, Black, be proud of your nappy hair. That's why I don't even care how I look. Now I don't have two front teeth right here, but hey, I'm still proud. And they also taught us the music. We had the Motown, and it was the black experience. They was talking about the Vietnam War in the music. What's going on with Marvin Gaye, Aretha. It was just a glorious time to be a kid. We didn't have the drugs, didn't have the alcohol. So by the time my generation, when the 80s come, we was adults. Okay, we was adults. The music changed. Then you had another epidemic. Crack cocaine. Crack cocaine. That devastated the community. And if you wasn't strong, and if you didn't have parents that taught you how to overcome adversity, you caught up to this day. You caught up to this day. And also, in my generation, the technology. We didn't have technology. I remember before the cell phones and all of that stuff that everybody that's a part of your everyday life. We lived life without that. If anybody can remember when you was going somewhere and you say, I'm on my way, hell, you just wait till you got there. Not know, hey, where you at? Where you at? And also my generation have saw the decline of the black family because of the crack cocaine epidemic. But we also saw the rise of women empowerment, which I think is right on. Right there. Also, my generation, we also saw the music change. From the positive rap, Motown, to the gangster rap, to this bullshit that everybody listening to now. That's why their pants is hanging down. That's why they got these crazy ass dread hairdos with blonde and red hair, and dudes wearing skinny jeans. I'm gonna touch on all of that. But my generation sitting up there being a witness to all of that. We older now. We sitting back watching all of this. We watching it all. And to the current events that's going on now, my generation is looking at it where, hey, look, this ain't nothing new. I know the police was killing people back when I hear about police killing people when I was 8, 7, 6 years old. I learned how to read practically at 4 years old. And I knew what murder was. And it always involved the police. So that the gentleman that made that comment on what I need to be doing, I would be doing a lot of videos, about the current state, of the black community, white America, the world, and this is my opinion. And before anybody get it twisted out here, I didn't need no white man's public education to be informed and to know what I'm talking about. I don't need no bachelor's degree from the University of Indiana to know what I'm talking about. All my education comes from listening to my parents and still being alive. So with that, I'm gonna cut this video short. But as I say, the title of this video is, the different generations, and in particular the 45 to 55 generation, which is the generation that I'm in. And once again, feel free to stop by, and if you like it, hey, subscribe. All right, I'm out.